Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh my gosh, I so do. I'm so excited about this video. I started something. I know, it's a surprise, I know, right? You started something. I teased a little bit about it yesterday. Yes, I did. I started a crochet project. It's been a little bit. I have an orange shawl around here somewhere that's crochet. It's one of those Ziploc bags, you know, a Ziploc bag project. And I don't see it, and it's bright and it's orange, so I buried it. I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it in a few days. It's fine. It's fine. It'll turn up. It's fine. And I started this, and look, I got home from work. I took my hair down. My hair's been up all day. I'm like, let's let it go. But I started a crochet project, and I specifically purchased yarn for this crochet project from Wool Warehouse. It is a crochet along, and I'm very excited. This particular one, oh, I'm going to show you what it is. You know I am. This particular one, the introduction was 1 August. The first clue, it's not really a clue, the first section of the patterns, right, was 8 August, and then every Friday after that. So I currently have in my possession the first 2 clues, of which I've only gone through 1. And by the time this airs, right, I should be getting the 3rd one. I'm not ready for it, but that's okay. So I'm really excited about that. Ugh, got hair in my face. So I ordered from Wool Warehouse, and you're like, you didn't get your order, and yet you're right, I didn't. I did not yet. I couldn't wait. I couldn't. I had to start the project. I went searching through all of my stuff. So I would like to use the DK weight that I purchased from Wool Warehouse. What am I using? This. I'm using this. I'm using all of these. All of these. Yes. This is what I'm using. It's Big Twist yarn, and the white and the black are Premier yarns that my one of the dollar stores I went to had those big pounders for $5. Like, ooh, okay. So I got, you know, I'm like, well, it's always good to have black on hand and white on hand, right? I'm surprised I don't have a bunch of that in the Big Twist, right? The black and the white, but hey, you know, I have what I have. So here's my colors. As we already saw the black and the white, and we'll pull up the other colors. Everything else is Big Twist value yarn, which I believe you can get at Hirschner's now, and there are other places that are carrying it. And for those that are not aware, it's 380 yards for the 6 ounces, and that's 170 grams. It's 100% acrylic, and this color is grape. I have grape, so I'm using the grape purple. And this one, come out. This one is magenta. Purple and magenta. Aren't those pretty? Yes. We know. Oh, I'm so excited. All these colors and everything. Yeah. And I've got light green. And, oh yeah, so far I have used every one of these colors. Every single one of these colors. Teal. Some teal. And crimson. This is deep red. Yep, deep red. Here's my red. Every one of these colors has been used. This one's sapphire. Got some black yarn on there. Sapphire. I've got, I think this is the varsity, the deep varsity. What is this one? It's yellow. We know that. It's yellow. Thank you. It's varsity gold. So we have varsity gold, and then the black and the white. So every single one of these has already been used, which means a crap ton of ends. That's a nice way of putting it, isn't it? Yeah, it's a crap ton of ends. And this is my first week. The crochet along that I am making, oh, I'm so excited, it's called Alice's in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland crochet along, and it is by Alice Tarry. And I haven't been out to her Instagram yet, but she says that there's Instagram reels to help out with techniques and things that you may not understand or know, or might be a little bit confusing. That's all fine and dandy. You want to see it? Do you want to see where I'm at? You want to see? Look at this. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing ever? That is amazing. You're like, what's this? What are those? That's Alice's feet. Look, is that not cool? Here's her feet. This is the ruffling over her skirt, and she is going down the rabbit hole. Alice is going down the rabbit hole. Isn't that cool? And I love the mushrooms. Oh my gosh. And they have the mushrooms and the beautiful flowers. And look at all this texture. I mean, look at this amazing, I love the feet up there, this amazing amount of texture. It is fantastic. It just lit me up. And this is one of those patterns, if you couldn't tell, that you change yarn every round, right? There's a couple rounds where you did 2 rounds with one color, those are the rare ones, just gonna say that. But you're changing, you know, and on like this one, you're using the black and the white on each round, and then you pop in some red for the corners to make the hearts. Isn't that cool? So the whole blanket is Alice in Wonderland. And this is the center square. Now, mind you, I am making mine with worsted weight yarn. My center square currently is 17 inches. I think if I worked this with a DK, like the pattern calls for, it'll be about 43 inches square. It's a big square, right? Be about 43 inches. I'm guessing this will be about 54. Just based off of how big this one is right now. Now, I had a snafu. Of course I did. It's downstairs. I have the other one. So you see this beautiful all the way up to the black right here, you know, and then this is the back side of what the ruffles look like. So I had the 2 layers of ruffles, and I had just started that blue layer. Oh yeah, you're doing over crochet and you're doing all sorts of things. And I had that, and then I realized, wait a minute, the scalloped edges are on this side. Oh, I put them on the wrong side. I did all of that work on the wrong side. The piece is downstairs. I just took yarn and started a new piece. I'm like, all right, meant to bring that one up, whatever. Yeah, so I had my own little false start. I really did. It's okay. This thing has just excited me so much. I've done amazing on weaving in all the ends. I have not done this last round was, as you can see, this black and white, and then you got the red over here, and then I finished that gold. But those are what I haven't done yet. Like that, all those ends, look at that. But you can see on the back for everything else, I have kept up on them. I have taken them. I have woven them in. I've done what needed to be done. And do we see all the texture? Oh my gosh. I've not done one of these style blankets before. I mean, we've seen some of the other crochet blankets that I've just finished and everything recently just showing, but one like this where you're changing the yarn every round or pretty close to every round, similar to like the Sophie's Universe, right? That huge blanket like that. I've not done one of those. And that's kind of what this is in the fact that, can we see the texture? Can we just sit here and marvel at the texture of this thing? Can we just look at this? And then every time I would pick this up, and you know, you can't just sit in your chair comfortably for a while because you got to go get a new color. And every time I say that, I'm like, this is not a car project. This is not a car project. Because at the time, I did not have everything just that I needed stuffed in this bag. I mean, that's a bit excessive, don't you think? But that's what I need. That's literally what I need. And I didn't have that, and that's not really going to fit comfortably next to my chair. Not with the mountain of other stuff I've got comfortably sitting next to my chair. No, it's not. It's not going to work. But yeah, hubby kept making fun of me. He's like, really, going to get another color? You know, because you're just doing a round, and then you got to get another color, and then you go get another color, right? And I was buried. And then I've got 3 or 4 of these colors sitting on me. I'm in the reclining chair. And then hubby says something. It's like, hey, are you going to go take care of this, do this, whatever? I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm buried. My feet are up. I've got stuff all over on top of me. And he just kind of looks at me like, really? You can't help? Okay. So it's not for the faint of heart, but I'm excited. All right, so that is the center square. Do we want to see what this whole thing looks like? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We know we do. And hubby since asked me, are you going to make 2 of them since you ordered the kit? Okay. Okay. Look at that. Can you see the center square in there? Here's what I have done right now. Just this piece. Look at that. Look at, you've got hearts over here. You've got spades and diamonds. And I mean, everything is Alice in Wonderland. The whole blanket is just an Alice in Wonderland, just amazingness. Look at this. Isn't that cool? You got the clock squares and eat me with a pie. And I mean, you just, all the things. You've got the cards. I'm enamored. I am so happy that this is working up in a piece along this line, because there's so much going on. Where's that other lady's pictures? There's one person in here that just, there we go. There's so much going on with this particular pattern, probably like what I would assume the Sophie's Universe does, that I would be lost. I would be completely lost. Yeah, so this person, I think they were testing it. They did every one of them. They did great pictures. So here's my square that I have. And they did theirs with the DK. And I'm going to get the DK yarn. It'll be shipped to me. It will. And then the next set, this one, she's only got eight of the squares, those black ones. It's going to be 12 squares that go around that. And that is week 2. So I'm excited about that. Haven't started that yet, but look at all these. Look at the detail in this blanket. It's going to be a lot of ends, and I'm going to have to get over my whole whatever on, you need to sew things together. You need to do some little embroidery. You need to, I mean, all of that makes it fancy. We got squares right here. But all of those little things are the details that make you love it. And it's like, you have to do it. Look, you got the hat right there, the pie, the rabbit ears, the rabbit tail, the watch, because the rabbit's late. The rabbit's always late. I mean, this is something. I am enamored and amazed. And again, so thrilled. It's coming in little bite-sized chunks. This is a lot. If you're just looking at the whole blanket, it's very overwhelming. How exciting. Look at all those little mushrooms. Those were so much fun to make, and they're not hard. That was so fun. I just have the 4 mushrooms on the corners here. That part of the pattern's not available yet, but I'm looking forward to it. Did you see that? It's got popcorn stitches and mushrooms and a little French knots on the mushrooms. And that's just amazing. Look at this. The crown, the scepter, the Queen of Hearts. Oh, yeah. How cool is that? And you can do any colors you want to. I've got colors. My colors are with the big twist yarn as close as I could get to what this one is. And yeah, look at the teapot. Oh my gosh, you want to see the teapot? Oh, how cool is that? Look. I don't know what week the teapot is. I have no idea. Truthfully, I have no idea how many weeks this thing goes off. It just says it starts on the 1st, and you got your first actual crochet portions of it on the 8th of August. And then, it just continues on until it doesn't. I don't know. Look at that. I love these. And I mean, either look at both of those squares. You can see all the different colors that are used on both of those. That means a lot of ends. That means get over yourself and sew some things in. That's what that means. I can do it though. I can do it. This is too cool to just not do. And I am so excited about this. And I commented on that. For me to do a blanket in general, I have to get yarn, buy yarn specifically, because I have a ton of yarn, but not generally blanket quantities of enough in the colors and the same weight of yarn. Well, when Joanne went out of business, I bought a bunch, which surprisingly, I didn't get a bunch of the big twist. I got everything else, and my shelves already had a bunch of the big twist yarn. So I just happened to have all of these colors, which really works out well. So hopefully I have enough of each color. You know how that goes. It's fine. It'd be fine. And look at this one, the cards. Look at that. The hearts, the diamonds, the spades, the clovers. This is just so amazingly thought out. Love the flowers there. Oh my gosh. Aren't those amazing? The texture and the color and just everything. And I already know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to give this to my daughter-in-law, the one that's pregnant. She likes to read lots of books, and what I want to do is get a copy, a nice pretty copy of Alice in Wonderland, and have this blanket and everything, and have this as her Christmas present. Off with her head. Look at that. Off with her head. Off with her head. Off with her head. Yeah. And we're still going down. We're still going down and looking at all of the different things that this blanket has to offer. This blanket is beyond amazing. There's no doubt about it. And the cost of it is a paid for pattern. It is a crochet along, and it is a paid for pattern. And I will, the author has no idea that I'm doing this, obviously. So Alice Tarry has this. It is 3 British pounds. It is $4.21 currently. While the crochet along is going on, it will be 3 pounds. And once the crochet along has ended, it will move up to its regular price of 6 pounds. So if you are interested in it, it's not a mystery crochet along. You know what you're making. You're making this. You know exactly what you're making. You're just getting it in little bite-sized chunks. And she's putting out on her Instagram little reels to go over some of the more technical bits and what have you to make it a little bit easier for us mere mortals to try to work this masterpiece. And I think that's beautiful. And again, I love the idea that it's in little chunks that I can handle. This thing was so much fun to make. I mean, this was such a blast. And 17 inches, my blanket's gonna be huge. But you know, my oldest son is 6'4", and his wife she's a big girl too. So they're my daughter and my other son, they're the smaller ones, right? But my oldest one, they're big people. And he got a blanket last year and they try to share that, and it's just not, you know, come on, doing the king size blanket isn't a good one to necessarily have on your couch. It's pretty heavy. So this one I'm gonna give to her, and I think she's gonna love it. And if it's the size that I think it'll be, we'll find out together, right? If it's that size, it will be well loved, a big huge blanket that they will both snuggle under. He's got one from last year, she'll have this one from this year. I know she's going to greatly appreciate it. She has a huge personality. She is bright and vibrant and a huge personality, and this thing screams huge personality. There's so much going on with it. There's so many textures and colors, and you know, I know people talk about making things like with the fidget toys and what have you. This doesn't have a fidget toy or anything, but I mean, just that, you can feel all the bumps, the bits, the legs sticking out, this raised rim right here. You know, there's popcorns, if you didn't realize that. We've got popcorn stitches right here. Yeah, all this wonderful, amazing things going on. It is such a treat for the eyes. I was enamored when I saw this. Enamored is an understatement. Oh my gosh. And I saw the pattern. Well, I didn't say the pattern, but I saw the kit on Wool Warehouse and fell in love with it and didn't realize it's a brand new crochet along, so I wasn't far behind or anything like that, and had to do it. I did. I pushed the button before they stopped shipping to the United States, and I already got my shipping notice. No, it's not here yet, but I did get my shipping notice, and I am so thrilled that I did. I am, and I was so excited. I bought the pattern. And yeah, I mean, I bought the pattern and was like, do I want to order the kit? Do I not want to order the kit? Is this just another thing that I'm going to read? I think it's cool, and I'm just going to read the pattern and not actually make it. And I'm like, well, let me grab some of my big twist yarn and start just to see, do I like doing this style of crochet? Is this entertaining to me? Is it fun, or is it irritating and annoying, right? Because things are beautiful, and that doesn't mean it's not irritating, right? So I did that, and then I got carried away, and then I made that mistake, and I'm like, oh, but I was already invested at that point. I was invested, so I immediately started the second one. The first one, like I said, the first is, it's a pot holder now, but yeah, that doesn't work. But I had to. I was just consumed with this. And when I was telling hubby, I said, I ordered the kit and it's coming, and he's like, well, does that mean you're gonna make 2 blankets? And it dawned on me what I've done. It dawned on me. But we know I like to make 2 of things, right? We do know that. I do make doubles of things. So maybe when the kit comes in, I might do them in tandem. I don't know. I haven't decided. I don't know. But I just did this whole thing. And I know when I made that mistake, I put all the ruffles on the wrong side. All the ruffles were on this side. And I contemplated leaving it and just going, oh, well. I'm like, well, that's the center of the blanket. Don't make a visible mistake at the very center. Take care of it. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to worry about pulling that out or what have you. So I had to start again. And doing up to that circle again, the second time was faster because I had just done it. So there you go. That made a difference. And when I get the new yarn in, because I don't have enough projects going on, holy cow. When I get the new yarn in, I might just go ahead and grab that out and start working. That one takes, I think an F hook, 3.75, is that F? I don't know. I worked by letters, not the millimeters for crochet hooks. For this one, I'm using an H, and it is bigger, and it's enjoyable, and it is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Excited is an understatement. I have been going like this and just loving it, and just this the happiness that I have with every row that brought something new. oh my gosh, you know, just even starting from the very center, you can see it here. You start with the black center, right? You do the black and then you're doing some blue and you do the little blue flowers and you're back to black again. You're like, okay, this isn't so exciting. I mean, it is what, you know, whatever, right? And then it tells you to come back and you're grabbing that white and you're putting on ruffle number 1 and ruffle number 2 and then the ruffle number 3 and you're like, oh, I've got texture. I've got color and texture. And putting this green on and you can see that texture. Look at that. It's just, you can feel that, you can see that. And the middle of the flowers was fun. And I thought that was great. And then when I put the white on, I'm like, oh, it made it pop even more. And then bordered the green and had popcorn stitches. I mean, every row was so exciting. It just was. It encouraged me to continue on. I could see if I don't like the rest of the blanket, just going back and making some more of these squares and sewing them together. And then you have a whole bunch of weird people jumping through rabbit holes, right? You know, with the feet. I mean, I was just enamored with all of it and so excited to do something that to me is completely unique. I mean, well, yes, my goodness, the whole blanket is completely unique, but to me, unique, and I've not done this style like this and committed to doing a full blanket like this. I've drooled over those blankets like Sophie's Universe and those other crochet alongs and everything. And I've already told everyone before that if I were to do one of those, I'd have to order a kit because, have we discussed my lack of color sense? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. And, I did. I ordered the kit. I'm like a kid in the candy store. So freaking excited. I cannot wait for that to get here. You know, because I need to start another project. And obviously I couldn't wait because I just finished the 17-inch square. I don't know how big the square is supposed to be, but I can tell you it's not supposed to be 17 inches because that's worsted weight and it's a lot bigger. I don't care. It's absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. Absolutely thrilled. I just, you know, can't even contain it. That's the type of thrilled I am. And do you guys have projects like that? Have you done something that to you is brand new that you are just over the moon over? That's, sorry, that's where I am. This is so new to me. And I've done similar things, but like smaller scale, like maybe not that big, you know what I'm getting at? Just smaller things, but not committing to a blanket. And there's so much in this blanket going on. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I know with you guys encouraging me, I will get it done. And I know with the little chunks, I can do that. I can do the little pieces. I might not do it as quickly as they're doing it. For one, by the time this pops up in the morning, clue 3 or pattern portion 3, they're not clues, but you know, the third portion of the pattern will be there. I have to make 12 squares, 3 squares that go around each edge, right? Yeah. Each edge gets 3 squares. That's pattern section number 2 is 12 squares. Okay. I can be a lot of ends. It's okay. This is fine. We got this. Did we see the fringe off of this thing? And that's just the couple rounds right there. Did we see that fringe? That's a lot of ends. That's okay. I'm getting really comfortable with weaving in my ends. It just is what it is. And I think it would annoy me if the pattern wasn't so amazing. It just, wow. It might not sing to you. It might not anything else. You might look at it and go, oh yeah, it's kind of cool, whatever. I'd never make it. That's okay. I think years ago I would appreciate it, but wouldn't have necessarily attempted it. And we're doing different things, right? What's this year? The year of failure. And you can't fail at something if you never try. And I got my failure out of the way right away because I got a piece downstairs that's up to the blue part this big. Yeah, that's it. And it's got ruffles on the wrong side. It sure does. So I failed right away, but you can't succeed if you don't try. And you know, some failure is part of it. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you go back and try again. Well, my second time, there you go. That's what I got. That's what I got. I mean, yeah, you just, it's amazing. It is so amazing to do this and then have that resource and everything and be able to get that kit. Yep, that is one of the things that I had commented on a while ago, that I'd have to order a kit for one of these blankets, and I did it. I splurged, and you know what? The kit was not even $30. It wasn't even $30 for the kit for all the yarn to make that blanket. So yeah, I splurged, but that's that's less than, you know, a hand-dyed skein of yarn, depending on which company you're going with, right? And I'll have the whole blanket. I'm like, that's cool. So splurge in the fact that I finally pushed the button and did it, but it wasn't a huge outlay. And I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I am so tickled to finally do this. It's been on my, I don't have a bucket list, but it's been on my list, right? Of something that I wanted to do, but I just haven't committed to doing it. And I did. I committed to doing it. And yeah, I'm thrilled. Let me know if this is something that you guys would make, or if you've made one of these style blankets. I know Erin at Crafting Kitty just finished her Sophie's Universe this year, and that's just beyond amazing. Those blankets are just stunning. So this is my first time in that genre foray. But if you've done any of those style blankets, which one did you do? And did you like it? Did you like how it turned out? Did it keep your interest all the way through? Were you hating your life choices when you got to a certain point? I think that's another thing that's cool about this is you've got all the little pieces. So it's not like you're getting to the round, you know what I'm getting at. Those end rounds that are like bigger than you are. And you're like, oh, it's going to take me 4 days to go around at once. And yes, it will. This doesn't have that. This is pieces. I think the whole blanket might have a couple rounds around it or something. I don't know. But this is pieces. This is, before you know it, you've got something amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, I got to let you guys go because I can talk about this all night long. I'm telling you, everybody okay, more people than I should have in my contact list have already got pictures of this. Hey, look what I'm doing. People who don't craft. Friends of mine that don't craft, they don't make things, I mean, they do other things with their life, right? We all have choices. So they don't understand the same stuff like you and I understand when I'm showing this, right? And I'm sending this going, hey, look what I'm doing. Look what I'm doing. Look. And they're like, okay, that's nice. Okay, good girl. You did it. Good girl. Yeah, I'm like so off the charts crazy over this thing. Yeah, if you're in my contacts, pretty close chance you got a picture of this already. That's that's my childlike qualities coming out. I'm telling you, that's my childlike qualities coming out. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go because you don't need to hear about it else for another hour or two, and I'll be talking about it for another hour or two if I don't turn off this video. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.